We have 7 of the latest fairways from 2025, which are going to be going head to head in these 7 categories. Not only that, I'm going to give you a quick run through of the tech, hit them off the tee, off the deck, and choose my overall winner. So let's go. So the Elite Fairway has some pretty cool and familiar technology. You've got the AI 10X face, which you've seen in the drivers, hybrids, irons as well, across the whole Elite range. Great on those mishits across the face, going to maintain ball speed and distance. But the main kind of technology differences in this is that tungsten speed wave, which is 35 grams of mass forward. Again, weight forward, more ball speed. And then the step sole design as well. Basically just kind of, you can see it, it's just going to reduce that kind of drag and skidding, but it'll also make it sit really nicely behind the ball as well. The Cobra DS Adapt has some pretty familiar technologies. You've got the hot face, power bridge weighting. All that's going to give you is forgiveness across the whole face, and then the power bridge weighting just gives you that weight forward, also supports the face from flexing, so it gives you more speed as well. Now, the Future Fit 33 hosel design, we've seen it in the drivers, really, really cool. So many combinations that not only can you adjust the loft, but you can also play around with the lie as well. So really cool design. Up next is the Ping G440. This has some pretty cool technology as well. This is the LST version, stands for low spinning. And that is because you've got all this weighting on the sole of it, nice and far forward, weighting at the back as well. Just optimizing spin to make sure it's a more penetrating ball flight. You've also got the titanium face wrap as well. And again, that's just gonna support and provide you with a consistent spin across the face, but also good speeds and distances. Now the Strixon ZXI, or ZXI to some of you, has the iFlex face. Now what that is, it's a variable face thickness. The middle of the face is slightly thinner, so you're gonna get as much out of the golf ball as possible, maximum ball speeds and distances. Now just like the drivers, you have that rebound frame technology, which is your dual flexing zone, and obviously with the carbon construction as well, it's gonna sound and feel really good off that face. The TaylorMade QI35 is not only very striking in its new looks with its chromium carbon crown, but it's also got some familiar technology as well. You've got the twist face, which if you hit it across the face, it's going to help it bring it back into center. You've got the speed pocket, which if you hit it low in the face, is going to reduce that spin as well. So you're still going to get really great distances. And you've also got the weighting at the front, which is further forward, which is going to give you your ball speeds as well. So all that in a very nice looking package. The Titleist GT2 has some similar technologies to the drivers. You've got that PMP material on the top, which helps save obviously weight, allows engineers to make sure you're getting the most out of this fairway wood. You've got the weight on the sole, which is further forward. And not only that, you've got the forged L-cup face. So when you do hit those shots a little bit lower in the face, you're not gonna get as much spin. It's not gonna drift up, and it's gonna maintain those ball speeds for great distances. The Wilson Dynapower Carbon has 30 grams of tungsten on the sole, nice and close and forward. So that's gonna give you some really good ball speed across that whole face. Now, combine that with the PKR 360 face, what that has done is basically maximized that sweet spot. You've got a variable face thickness across the whole face, so you're still gonna see great ball speeds, distances, but when you hit it off the middle, it's gonna feel sweet. All right, let's give these a whack. Okay, so our first category is the looks, and starting in third place, we have the Strixon ZX or ZXi. Now this thing just looks amazing on the deck, classic matte finish. It's just really nice to look at. I absolutely love the shape of this. In second place, it is the Callaway Elite. I just love the way this looks at address, that matte finish on the top, the little chevron mark in the center, everything about it, it just looks great. And the way it sits with that step sole as well, it does just hug behind the ball really, really nicely. Now going into number 1, that is the TaylorMade QI35. I think this year TaylorMade have just made a great looking range. That chromium carbon at address, I just love it. And not only that, it sits really, really nicely behind the ball. This is taking the number 1 spot. All right, our next category is sound and feel, and starting in third place is the Strixon ZXI or ZXI. This just feels so good. I really love the feel of the driver when we test it. And the fairway's no different. It's kind of soft, crisp, comes off really hot as well, just like the driver. And it's just so much fun to hit, and also looks great as well. Second place, we have the Callaway Elite. Again, I just love the feel of this face. It comes off the face like a bullet, and it's just so nice on the ear. In first place, the Titleist GT2 Fairway. This is just so nice to hit. It's very crisp, a very clean acoustic as well. It's just classic Titleist. I really enjoyed it, but it also comes off like a rocket and it's very consistent as well. All right, moving on to the Straightest. Now, there are three big standouts here. In blue, we have Titleist, in red, we have Strixon, and in white, we have Callaway. Now, you could argue that the Straightest is going to be Titleist and Strixon here, because obviously on the middle line, but the most consistent, you can see that grouping at the top, is Callaway. Not only that, I just want to kind of show you a little bit here. You can see on the strikes, now not all of these are off the center of the face, so it just shows you how forgiving and consistent. Well, that one's pretty good right there if you like that. But it just shows you the forgiveness across the face. And even if we go into like the Titleist, this one's a little bit low, but even when you're getting those lower face strikes, you're still getting great distances off these clubs. But my number one in terms of the grouping and consistency, it is Callaway. Now, ball speed. The fastest ball speed was 184.5, and that was with the Titleist GT2 Fairway. Incredibly impressive, very fast, and that was number one. Number two was the TaylorMade QI35, which was 180.2 miles per hour on average. And then in third place was the Callaway Elite with 179.6 average. Obviously not much difference, but the fastest ball speed was the Titleist GT2 Fairway. Okay, the next category is off the deck. Which was the easiest one to hit? They're all easy to hit off the deck, but there's one that stood out to me the most, and that was a Callaway Elite. With this new step sole design, it just sits really flush. You're not gonna get any snagging, obviously at the back of the club, so it's gonna reduce that kind of skidding. But with that kind of shallow face design as well, it does just look and is really easy to get in air. And that for me is why this is a standout for getting the ball off the deck with ease. Now, the longest fairway is a fairway we haven't spoken about yet. This is the Wilson Dynapower Carbon. 327 yards, 183 ball speed, 121 club, very long, but that is because the flight of this is very low spinning and penetrating. 2,881 spin is the reason for this. You'll see a lot of the others, they'll be spinning 3,500, even 3,600 in some cases. But in second place, you had TaylorMade, and in third place, you had Callaway. Those are the three longest. This was an absolute rocket, but if you're looking for something which is lower spinning and maybe a little bit more of a penetrating flight, this could be a great place to start. Now, the number one fairway for 2025 is the Callaway Elite. If you're looking for forgiveness, straightness, ball speed, distance, carry distance, launch, you name it, this thing does it. When you sit it behind the ball, it just looks like you're going to be able to get it in the air with ease. And if you're someone that does struggle to do that with a fairway, you should really try this out. And on that note, if you haven't already, give us a like, give us a sub, and we'll see you next time.